Hey everyone, my name's Adam Paulisick. I've been a serial entrepreneur for more than 20 years on the back of about a half a dozen software companies, and I've been lucky enough to be a professor at Carnegie Mellon University in the US for over a decade. Today, I'll be talking a little bit about scalability.io, the intersection of what we think of as SaaS or software as a service products, and the bleeding edge of AI and machine learning that's now coming front and present in conversational AI. Today, I'll be talking about the newest version of scalability.io and my 2.5-year journey with Kilowatt. See, after 5 years of research at Carnegie Mellon, I understood the logic and the frame of what I needed, but I needed more people than me to build the modern day magic of AI. And that's when I reached out to Kilowatt. Now, it didn't start in conversational agents or even agentic AI at all. In fact, it started with an architecture and a feasibility and a design phase that took only a couple of months to understand what the science said and how I could translate that into a simple SaaS application. From there, and over about the last year and a half, I partnered very closely with a full stack team at Kilowatt, plus things like enterprise and solutions architect, as well as, of course, robust and automated QA, to take that very traditional SaaS application and introduce AI that first augmented the application, then assisted the individual users of the application, and now can deploy AI agents in less than 5 minutes. I've been lucky to work on onshore, nearshore, and offshore as almost the entirety of my 20-year career. But I was lucky enough to find Kilowatt for 3 major reasons. 1, clear, consistent communication. I know it sounds simple, but being ready and prepared to discuss something like complex requirements about building artificial intelligence integrating with SaaS applications is more rare than it's ever been. The second thing is curiosity, not just in the depth of technical understanding, but actually in usability. See, oftentimes the user experience gets put in the back end, and it's equally interesting to find that in perfect balance with architectural solutions that bring stability, security, and scale, meaningful low latency applications that are trusted and secure, and then always are asking ourselves what could proactively come next. And last but certainly not least is the just-in-time nature and one of the major benefits of working with Kilowatt. I get the team I need at the foundation, at the bedrock of my development quarter after quarter, but I also get the flexibility in order to adjust, change, or evolve based on not only the needs of the technology, but the needs of my users. If you've done onshore, let alone nearshore or offshore, you know there are a variety of pitfalls that can happen, right? Inflexible teams that won't meet you in the time zones you need them to be, a lack of rapid response or the ability to change course, and I'm so fortunate to have found Kilowatt to avoid some of my worst problematic things that I've run into in the past. First is ultimately talking about agile but operating in waterfall. If you know about some of the major pitfalls in doing software development, whether it's onshore, nearshore, or offshore, these next couple of examples are going to feel really familiar. The first one is about clear communication and not over-promising and by definition under-delivering. We're already lucky to have found Kilowatt and been assigned team leads, senior devs, designers, architects, and testers that can equally communicate about not only the amazing things that are going well, but slow down and think carefully about the problems you're going to run into at the speed of working with AI and machine learning, let alone cutting-edge SaaS. The second piece in all of this is making sure that I've had some problems in the past with other firms, that you have the right person in the right job, and the level of experience is representative of what you're actually getting. In every circumstance with Kilowatt, I was promised a senior developer and I got a senior developer. Not just a senior developer on the back end that became front end, but someone with years of experience understanding the nuances of languages like React or Node.js. Without that, we wouldn't have been able to build the trust that we have today, and the scope would have been significantly slowed. Another big point is about doing exactly to the letter of the law versus the spirit of the law. See, after all, software is supposed to be agile, it's supposed to be flexible, and we need to respond to not only the trends of the market, but the trends of the user intertwined with the realities of what technology is proven today versus experimental. At every point along that journey, when I needed a designer to step in and smooth some edges, or I needed a more senior developer or someone from infrastructure to cover a particularly large surge, there was no nickel and diming. I was allowed to access the best and brightest minds at Kilowatt to make sure we accomplished our business objectives and our business goals, and nobody was fixated on just the technical requirements of the scope and leaving me high and dry when the market or my customers shifted. It's because of all of these things that we've also been able to create what I consider to be the most modern version of applications today. ones that benefit from the traditional kind of Web 2.0 thinking about having strong authentication and easily accessible SaaS that meets normal standards. But in my particular application at scalability.io, I actually have seamless integration of a variety of machine learning and AI implications. AI that augments the background and runs seamlessly to make sure users don't ever run into obstacles or problems as they continue to grow and evolve. Assisting AI that in my case, as a central platform that ultimately builds agents that can sell on your behalf, we didn't find that full-on AI was a problem. In fact, the AI services we created were oftentimes integrated in hours, if not days, that could do things for our customers like improve the types of agent training or questions or answers or knowledge that was being managed. And finally, AI agents is a common buzzword, but it's actually really hard to execute. AI agents require a different type of operational control. And so while Kilowatt already excelled at things like DevSecOps, AI ops and ML ops are not exactly parallels. It was wonderful to see that not only were they able to meet me where I were, but brought significant suggestions about what they're seeing in non-competitive but similar use cases in different markets that I could benefit from. It's easy to talk and throw on language like partner versus vendor, but my experience at Kilowatt has been nearly a seamless extension of my team, my voice, my culture, and my tone that I'm trying to ultimately inspire everyone that we hire in both the US and abroad. See, after all, people talk a lot about being available and committed and flexible and adaptable, and I've gotten all of that with Kilowatt. I'm sitting here today at Goa in what I consider to be a virtual or satellite office from scalability.io, and I don't say that lightly. After more than 36 firms that I've worked with over a 20-year career, this is the first firm that I've seamlessly thought about as an extension of my team and not simply even a trusted partner, let alone a vendor. It's really important that I feel the trust from the partner to the brand new intern about who's involved in my case. And in every step, there's been clear and transparent communication about exactly what's going to happen and why. And there's always been a proactive effort to make sure that even when I am not asking the right questions or I don't know what I don't know, that somebody comes to bat with really proven experience across a variety of industries, even if it's not my own. That's why I consider the Kilowatt team in Goa and everywhere else they support as simply other skill builders. If you're an entrepreneur, somebody building a high-growth, high-tech business, or someone trying to reinvent a large business, it's really hard to get anyone to care about the very specific problems, challenges, or builds that you need to do in the same passionate and committed way you are. Well, that was at least until I found Kilowatt. It's amazing because the entrepreneurial DNA at Kilowatt is probably the only firm I have found that mirrors our own. They want to make sure every dollar stretches and the right growth and opportunities happen for their team that seamlessly integrate with mine. And that's why I'm excited about a multi-year partnership that I've already been in with Kilowatt and hope to do years again in the future. More than anything, I want to say thank you to the team, what we consider to be our satellite office here in Goa, India on scalability.io. We've experienced incredible quality, consistency, ambition, and intellect at every step. From Gilroy, who has been an oversight to our architecture, making sure things stay secure, stable, and ultimately scale at the rate that we are growing, to our testers that are not only doing proven process, but ultimately staring at the idea of automation and AI-assisted everything to make sure that as our application scales get more complex, we certainly don't miss any of the obvious things that we certainly could fix today. Gilroy, who's been there every step of the way as an enterprise and solution architect, finding security, stable, and scalability at the center of every decision we make. Oven and Simeon, who while very technical in their background, one is a front-end, one is a back-end engineer for years, have come forward as dynamic business analysts and product owners in a variety of ways, as well as still contributing and staying close to the technology. We're not lucky enough to see senior devs on the front end like Nikhil and the back end like Dinesh, supported by Amit and Aziza and Satya, all along our journey with consistency and quality, just like we were actually doing the work ourselves. Thank you again for the incredible job, and we're very fortunate to know we have a big future ahead of us.